Hello, welcome back to the channel. For 6 things we learned for Chelsea, 3 Crystal Palace, 1. It was a victory that moved Chelsea back to the number 10, and we are taking on Manchester City. So getting a victory over Crystal Palace was so crucial. If not, we would have seen ourselves further back down the Premier League table. So stick around. If you are here to subscribe, do it to hit the like button on this video if you enjoy what we do here, and subscribe. The number 1 point is Chelsea making history for completing most passes without an attempt on goal. It was a shameful first half performance from Chelsea, who dominated Crystal Palace. We had more than 70% of the ball against Palace in the first half, but Conor Gallagher's off target in the 45th minute was the only attempt we had. It is not a record that Chelsea should be proud of, but the second half victory made us to forget about the woeful first half performance. But truth be told, the first half performance was so woeful from Chelsea, especially from Madueke, who was rightfully substituted. The second point is Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku was substituted. He came in to replace the struggling Madueke. Something happened when Enzo Fernandez scored the goal. Most of us noticed it. Some of us didn't notice it. Some people are already talking about it in so many social media platforms. Palmer had an option to give the ball to Christopher Nkunku, but Christopher Nkunku had 2 players on him. Palmer took his time and picked out Enzo Fernandez with a lovely pass. When Enzo Fernandez broke the pass, he had option to square the ball to Christopher Nkunku, who was facing an empty net. But Enzo Fernandez decided to use Christopher Nkunku as a decoy to fake the defender and the goalkeeper. At the end of the day, Enzo Fernandez slotted the ball at the back of the net to give Chelsea 3-1 victory. Now, the reaction of Christopher Nkunku wasn't professional. I know he's a striker. He loves to score. But what matters is the team. The team comes first before you. When Enzo Fernandez scored the goal, Christopher Nkunku was visibly angry. He wasn't happy that the ball wasn't given to him. As you can see from his body movement, he didn't even react to the goal. He didn't celebrate. It is not professional from a player like Christopher Nkunku. I expected more of professionalism and unity from Christopher Nkunku. He's supposed to be the first to run to Enzo Fernandez, celebrate the goal with Enzo Fernandez. Now, if he reacted this way when Enzo Fernandez scored, what could have been his reaction if Enzo had missed that goal? This is a team play. The midfielders are allowed to score, not just the strikers. We scored 3 goals against Crystal Palace, and I expected Christopher Nkunku to be happy with Enzo Fernandez. But his reaction after Enzo scored that goal showed that he wasn't happy that Enzo didn't square the ball to him. We move over to the third talking point, which is the second half versus the first half. Yeah, it is not bad to learn. Mauricio Pochettino came up with a formation that worked so well against Aston Villa. But remember, Aston Villa, they play a total different game, different system from Crystal Palace. It didn't work out. First half was so shambolic. Pochettino had to remove Madueke, who was guilty of Crystal Palace goal, and brought in Christopher Nkunku, and that was the turning point. The substitution shows that Pochettino, just like every other Chelsea player, he is also learning. Before, Pochettino will wait till 60th minute to make the change, but he was quick enough to spot the error in his selection, and he corrected the error. And that was when our fortune started. We scored in the first 2 minutes in the second half. So Pochettino's correcting his mistake in the second half was a massive step to show that if given the time, he can learn from mistakes and be the manager that will take Chelsea to greater heights in the long run. Remember, it is not only players that improves, managers as well, they improve. And Pochettino is not the oldest manager. He is still young. Yes, he is still young, still learning. Look at what Conor Gallagher said. The tactical change at halftime was really good from the manager and it helped us create more chances. It is just the fact. So kudos to Mauricio Pochettino. Now the next talking point is Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson picked a yellow card even when he has been substituted, making it the 9th yellow card for the season. If he gets a yellow card against Manchester City in our next game to make it 10th yellow card of the season, he will miss 2 matches. It will attract 2-match suspension. Nicholas Jackson has gotten a Premier League yellow card. Nicholas Jackson has gotten yellow cards in the Premier League more than he has scored. If you remember the interview that was conducted earlier in the season when the reporter asked him if he will get the yellow card more than he scored, you can remember the answer he gave to the reporter, and this is what is happening. 9th yellow card of the season, 7 Premier League goals for Nicholas Jackson, who is at risk of having 2-match suspension. Now the next talking point is Jordi Petrovic. Jordi Petrovic, no doubt the goal from Jefferson Lerma was so powerful, the shot was so powerful, but I think he should have done better. If you watch the replay and also listen to what Peter Cech said, if Jordi Petrovic took just a step before diving, he could have gotten a hand on that shot. The diving from that static point made it impossible for him to reach that ball. He's a tall goalkeeper, so all he needed was a step before diving. But he is still young. He's just 24 years. This is the first Premier League season for Jordi Petrovic. Like others, he is improving and he is learning. For me, I still believe that Jordi Petrovic should continue as the #1 goalkeeper ahead of Robert Sanchez. The final point is Pochettino. Pochettino, the victory over Crystal Palace was his 200th victory in the Premier League. Congratulations to the boss, Pochettino. These are the 6 things we learned from this match. We learned so many things, but I just decided to pick these 6 ones. Let me hear your opinion. What do you learn from this game? Drop your opinion in the comment sections. Do well to hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. Stay cool and stay blessed. Blue always will be the color.